Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Swiss. Back-to-back losing NFL Sundays absolutely sucks. Out of curiosity, I went back to last year to see if I had 2 losing weeks in a row last year, and I did. And the weirdest part, I had losing weeks back-to-back, week 4 and week 5 of last year as well. So maybe week 4 and week 5 are just my kryptonite or something, I don't know. But we were able to gain some of that back with 2 nice hits on Monday night, Raiders and over. That was beautiful. So momentum seems to be shifting for us. And let's bring some of that positive energy into this week, which brings it to this video, Thursday Night Football, Bears, Commanders. A real storm of a game. Let's go.
Welcome to the Swiss. The Swiss. Hey, get the Swiss.
All right, so Washington on the road in Chicago here. Line is Bears +1. So the Bears opened up as home dogs here. Early actions on Chicago, 69% of the money on the Bears. And look at the line, it moved from +1. As of Tuesday morning, it was Bears -1. Check this out though, then we see some reverse line movement because even more Bears money comes in and the line actually drops back down to a pick'em. So here we are, I'm recording this on Wednesday night and it's looking like a pick'em. So let's cap this game. If you subscribe to this channel, you already know the first step. We're running the numbers through the spreadsheet. According to the model, the line for this game should be Bears -2.42. So a very slight lean to 2.5 point lean on Chicago. So let's start off with the fact that on Sunday, I had the Washington Commanders +1 as my bet of the day. I loved it. I was super confident in it. I had all the comments. People tell me I'm an idiot for betting Washington, which I love. The numbers lined up, the planets aligned for this bet, and I end up getting completely dicked at the end of that game. And the worst part is the game went exactly as I planned it. The Washington defense really gave Derrick Henry and the Titans offense a hard time. Carson Wentz took some deep shots on the Titans secondary. Everything went exactly, like if you read my description for that game, everything went according to plan. Washington has the ball, first and goal on the 2 to win it at the end, and Carson Wentz throws a pick. You son of a bitch. So anyway, what's the biggest takeaway from last week's game against the Titans to bring into this handicap against the Bears? And we'll begin with the startling 3rd and 4th down conversion numbers. Did you know last week with 4 minutes to go against the Titans, the Washington Commanders were 0 for 10 on 3rd down and 0 for 1 on 4th down. Washington did not convert their first 3rd down of the game until 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. But great news for the Commanders here, because did you see what the Bears defense did on 3rd down last week? The Vikings converted an unholy 12 of 15 3rd down conversions, and the Bears sit dead last in 3rd down conversion defense. So if there was ever a spot for Washington to break that trend and start converting some 3rd downs, it's this one. Now on the other side, we got Justin Fields, and the Bears passing numbers, I mean, I'm sure you've seen it in memes. That's how bad it is. I mean, look at these numbers here. 30th in pass DVOA, 32nd in pass yards a game, 32nd in completion percentage. It's been a really, really poor experience to watch the Bears passing game this year. And it certainly doesn't help the case that Justin Fields has no time to throw the ball. They have an adjusted sack rate, the offensive line, the Bears, have an adjusted sack rate of 16.4%, which is dead last in the NFL. That probably explains why the Bears are such a run-heavy offense. They run the ball 5.7% more than any other team in the NFL. Nobody runs the ball as much as the Bears do so far this season. Now they face a Washington team whose only strength, or their greatest strength I should say, is defending the run game. The Commanders have been good against the run. Check these numbers out. 6th in rush DVOA, 9th in adjusted line yards, so the defensive line's playing well even without Chase Young. 7th in yards per carry allowed. And then even last week, they hold Derrick Henry to just 3.6 yards per carry. I know he made a couple plays there in the second half, but overall, Washington did a great job on Derrick Henry. The Titans only scored 21 points in that game, and that is not a lot considering the Washington offense was just punting it back to them every single time. They were able to sack Ryan Tannehill 5 times. I was talking earlier about the Bears' offensive line and pass protection. How are we expecting to see anything better in this matchup? Washington's 4th in adjusted sack rate, their defensive front, 7th in blitz rate. This Washington team attacks the quarterback. This Washington defense as a whole is undervalued. To summarize what I just said, this matchup against Chicago, it's very similar to the Commanders matchup they just had against Tennessee. The Bears are like a shittier Tennessee I mean, no, they're not. That's not really fair. But the point is, they're going to take the rushing attack, or try their best to take the rushing attack from the Bears out of the game and make Justin Fields beat them the same way they did it against Tannehill last week. And another thing, I know the Commanders can't run the ball or haven't been able to this season, But again, this Bears defense, man, especially the run defense, it's weak, it's vulnerable. I really think this is a perfect spot to see Washington rip off some gains in the run game, move the chains. One last point to make. Did you know that Carson Wentz has actually been dope in primetime games? 16-8 on his career straight up in primetime games. Justin Fields, he's never won one. 0-4 in primetime games. So Wentz might show up for this one, which is why if this game's a pick'em, I have to go Washington here, and it hurts because I just got, oh my God, I just got wrecked by betting Washington last weekend, but I'm riding the Commanders again. Give me Washington money line. It's a straight pick 'em. Let's go. If anything changes with this bet, I will let you know on Twitter, so give me a follow there if you're interested. Also, if you want the full tickets that I do, which have bet of the day, top 7 bets, parlays of the day, same game parlays I do sometimes, underdogs of the day, that kind of stuff, head over to KyleKirms.com or download the Sauce Network app. All right, we're into week 6, Thursday night football. Let's shake off those last 2 Sundays. Remember, the same thing happened last year and we turned it around. So let's have a good week. Let's have a great Thursday night. I'll talk to you on Twitter.